All right, Alex, I think we got everyone here except for your mom. She's looking for her headset.
Hi, guys. Happy Saturday.
Hey, Tracy.
Hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Yes,
pretty good.
It was good.
Good morning.
Hey, Greg. All right. So, due to excess criticism from the staff and crew of the Stedman House and Crypto podcast, we will not have a agenda on slides this week, but we do have a cool intro slide here. Hopefully you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can't. Can you? Yeah.
Gala?
Yeah. Well, it's just it's a tag cloud of a bunch of.
That's the biggest, most important word. I'm glad you got that, Tracy.
So
soon be replaced by Star Atlas, George. Don't you worry.
No.
Star Atlas has a way cooler node setup than Gala does.
So, George, do you want to talk about? I mean, you talked about Gala last week, and you talked about the different farming and the town coin and the things like that. Any update on Gala this week, George?
It had its pump.
Just down and sideways.
Down and sideways.
After going up way too much.
Pretty much after going up way, way high, it just kind of like dropped and kind of resettled down somewhere. So
George, you bought your node. You set up your node on some server and they pay you out in Gala.
Yeah.
And your node helps secure the entire gaming network.
Yeah, it's also used as a point of data for like downloading certain game files.
Right. So Star Atlas has a similar thing. But what you have to do is you have to hop in your spaceship in Star Atlas. You have to drive out and find resources to mine. Then you have to set up a mine and actually extract the resources and defend your mine while it's all going on. And then your mine acts as a node, just like Gala does, but instead of paying you out with Gala, they're paying you out in resources that are sellable in game.
Okay, so
the nodes are much cheaper in Star Atlas, but they take a lot more work in game to set up and secure.
Yeah. Well, it's just a different type of node.
So here's the chart for Gala.
But they do the same thing, George, to help secure the network, just like the Gala nodes do.
Yeah, I think the Gala nodes do a little bit more, but yeah, I get the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so Star Atlas, Alex, you want to share that? What's going on there?
Well, it's a video game. It's
okay.
So the blockchain-based gaming metaverse.
Correction, it's not a video game yet.
Where you drive out into space and build mines, and then they pay you.
You want to share your screen on it or anything?
I don't know how to do that.
You see the little bottom thing that says share screen and it's bright green?
Oh, nice.
Well, I need to go to Star Atlas. Atlas.
All right, Alex will be there in a minute. So Star Atlas is one of those that for like, what, 4 days now? 3 days? Alex has just been on me like, you got to get money into Star Atlas before it's too late. Now, as we go into this, we should probably take a minute to point out that this is not investing advice, and we are not advisors on investing. We're just, yes, you're sharing. We're just here to chit chat about different things. So, Star Atlas.
Yeah, it's a massive explorable universe. And you have to go out and set up mines and either mine from asteroids and stuff in space or mine from planets. And then you have to make friends and defend those mines or space stations so other people don't come and blow them all up and take your resources. But those mines function the same way your node does that you just bought. But instead, where your node just incentivizes people with a pile of money to come buy them and make more money, this incentivizes people to actually go and play the game. And while a mine doesn't cost that much, it's one of their common items, so it's going to be a cheaper one. You got to put a whole bunch more effort in game.
Okay.
So it's actually going to be rewarding game players instead of people like you who are probably never, ever going to play Townstar, but still have a Townstar node.
Okay, so if I want to invest in Star Atlas, I don't want to play the game because I don't have time for that. I can't just throw my money in there, let it grow. I have to actually play the game to.
Well, no, you can go buy their coin and just hold their coin. or you can go buy
Okay.
their NFTs and hold their NFTs. But if you wanted to run a node like you and George are doing, you'd actually play the game.
Okay.
Yeah, which is really cool. I think it helps build the whole environment of the game.
So then what you've been pushing me on the last couple days was to just buy the coin.
Yeah,
'Cause that's all that's available right now, right?
Yeah, how do I get?
We can see your Gala price right now. Yeah. Starlink. And again, everything we cover here can be considered extremely risky or not, but so 90 days.
Yeah, 90 days. It's been
Oh.
out for 90 days.
Oh, hold on, there's people waiting to get in. I didn't see that. All right, Marcia's in.
Oh,
Well, she's walking back to the room, but nobody else is waiting to get in.
yeah. So whereas Gala is ranked like, well, it's got a, what is it, $6 billion market cap, George?
Right now it is, I think.
Yeah, this is only got a $411 million market cap.
Oh, 4.8 million or billion.
Okay, so it's still a 10x from here to get to where Gala's at.
Yeah.
Yep. So, having heard all the stories of George and Alex on Gala last week and how I missed the game, I missed out on that one.
Yeah, where's
Then this is the one they're pushing at this point that
last
not
30
miss the game.
days? Last 30 days, it's gone from 9 cents to it's sitting at 64 now.
For Gala. Yep.
Yeah, so that's a 7x in the last 30 days. About
So
a boot.
I haven't done anything with this one yet, but I'm looking into it, thinking about it. This week in the market, well, is there anything else on Star Atlas you want to cover, Alex?
No, that was it.
So what's interesting this week in the market, it seemed like a really kind of up until the night of Thanksgiving. And sometime after going to bed on Thanksgiving night, everything dropped quite a bit.
Oh,
Been
you know why?
informed it was the new variant discovered in South Africa.
I was gonna say the new African.
No,
I don't know.
no. It was just all the crypto exchanges doing their Black Friday deals. It's fine.
Oh, is that what it is? Time
Yep.
to go shopping.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. All the cryptos were down, so it was a good time to buy.
Yeah, the market took a dump. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah,
I have a-
supposedly it's the new variant they found in South Africa.
well, it's funny. While everything else was going red, all the pharmaceutical companies associated with that went green. So I'm not
Yeah.
saying anything, but
Hmm.
I have a question for you guys. Are you familiar with ZK rollups?
Oh yeah, they're like the big thing everyone's talking about this week.
I don't know that I've heard that before.
I mean,
don't know what that is.
I'm familiar with the term. I'm not. I haven't actually researched it, but I keep hearing it from different podcasts and things this week. I don't know enough about it yet. So, what do you know about it, Tracy?
Probably about as much as you, Steve. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
All
To
right.
see.
The quick thing,
Go ahead.
I took from it was, it's continuously expandable essentially, so they don't need to come out with a new version or fork or something. They can just roll this all the way through crypto for the rest of millennia kind of thing. So it seems, again, I don't understand all the stuff, but just briefly, it kind of like the new technology of how crypto is going to go.
Making gas fees less, the more people that utilize it, then the cheaper it is. But I've only heard it on Elio Trades, but I was just curious, if you guys know anything more about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
that's-
like a new layer 2 technology.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have a layer 1 and layer 2, like Solana would or Avalanche would. It would just kind of like bridge them all together, kind of. But I don't know if it's technically a bridge. Anyway, I don't, I'm just a newbie trying to learn it all. So
It looks
Mark-
like it allows, it says it performs computations and storage off chain while funds are held in a smart contract.
So that sounds kind of like how Coinbase they just have one big wallet that holds everybody's stuff. And when you transfer from one person to another on Coinbase, it's not actually going on the chain. It's just going from what they store in their internal wallet to the other person. Is
But I
that,
think it has to do with coin to coin too. So you know how you
Yeah.
can't trade a coin from, an Ethereum to another. You have to. I think.
okay, so this sounds like a really good homework assignment for all of us.
I mean, if it streamlines things and makes your transaction fees like a penny, then it seems, faster and cheaper, right?
Yep. Interesting.
But I don't think there's any coins yet to invest in. So I think it's coming out like in the next week or so. It was called, and it reminded me of that because of you were talking about Star Atlas, and it was Star.
Oh, right there. You just went past the stars.
Starnet.
Starnet?
Starkware.
Yeah. So something to go figure out apparently.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, they're trying to get into new technology or something new now before it gets, trying to
Yep.
get ahead of everybody else.
So yeah, I just want to go figure this out. It sounds cool. I should have done that when Elio talked about it. When I heard him talk about it. So,
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Cool. Something to go look into. What else did you have on your list, Alex?
Oh, Popsicle Finance and Spell.
Oh,
Yeah, it's down so far. It went all the way up to 65 here and dropped to
ouch.
16. 16, yeah. Yep.
Is that what you meant by talking about blood?
Yeah, this is the blood I have to talk about because they're still generating millions of dollars in fees. Their protocol's still being used and developed and growing, and they're extremely profitable, but for some reason it's just died.
So another Black Friday deal.
Yeah, good time to buy.
The same with Spell. Spell's the same way. It's just died the last couple of days.
Another newbie question. Sorry. Can someone, I mean, if you don't know, I can go research it, but I'm just being lazy. Explain to me how the whole DAO,
What is a DAO?
governance or like what is a DAO and like what is, I mean, is it basically kind of like, yeah.
These are cool. I think, Alex, you're probably the best one to explain
Yeah,
that.
so you buy the governance token, and then somebody proposes a change to the protocol, and all the governance token holders vote on it. And if it gets the majority, it passes.
So a DAO is kind of like a club for that protocol.
Yeah, it's an organization where everybody who holds the token gets a vote on how the organization proceeds.
Well,
Okay.
But
What
Alex,
was it?
yeah, the one with the Constitution DAO, I mean, that was kind of a little bit different, but still, I mean, that was kind of like a crowd
Yeah, so
fundraiser.
that was a pile of people. Somebody made the DAO, and a pile of people donated money. And then if it had been purchased, it would have been owned by the DAO, which is it basically means that it's owned by everybody who has stake in the DAO.
But
It's kind of
the,
like an employee-owned company almost.
but the DAOs can be formed for pretty much any reason. Like that one was to raise money to buy a copy of the Constitution. I mean, another one, I mean, you could form it for whatever you wanted, right? I mean, you could create a DAO to go invest in, because you could do one to like go invest in real estate and you raise like $1 billion from all your DAO investors and then go buy rental property or something.
Yeah, there's no rules.
Or
And
you could,
did you guys hear who bought it? That Constitution, not the DAO. Did you hear who won that
I
bid?
don't remember who it was.
it was not the DAO, unfortunately.
Well, no, because I think they put all their cards on the table, so the bidders knew how much they were, they knew how much they raised, so they knew they could just go $1 over and get it, right?
Yep. Oh yeah. And that's part of I guess the unfortunate thing is that the DAO is like all public information you can get through the blockchain. It's really kind of hard to hide those things.
Yeah,
And if you know that you've got 40 some $1 million to bid,
exactly.
the other bidders know that. Whereas if it's a private investor, you don't know what their limit is. They may have billions.
Right.
Yep. So, okay. What you looking up, Alex?
What's the price of Joe?
Okay, so what about Joe? We haven't really talked about Joe much, have we?
What about Joe?
Exactly, that's what I'm asking. Are you going to make me go create an agenda again, Alex?
This part here, it's a fork of Uniswap. So they said, hey, there needs to be a Uniswap like thing on Avalanche. So they forked Uniswap. And then this part is a fork of Sushi Swap. So they forked Sushi Swap, forked Uniswap, and combined them into Trader Joe. And then I don't remember what this was a fork of. No, I think it's a fork of Sushi Swap as well. This is the same as the Kashi lending.
Okay, well, that's a good
Yeah.
that's a good lead in. So
Yeah.
can I share for a minute on the whole on Joe, Trader Joe XYZ?
Go ahead.
Jeez.
All right, I'm stopping you, Alex. There we go. Share screen. The whole screen. Oh, where is it? I had this all prepared. Where did it go?
Of course you did.
This is what
Of course
happens
I
when you
did.
prepare.
I know it's on
Sorry,
break. There we go.
extensions don't just disappear, Dad. There's
Yeah.
usually a reason why things don't work.
Okay, so last week we talked about things with staking time, and we'll come back to that in a minute. But before that, I did some staking on Joe AVAX, and this is one just kind of as an example. So Alex was just talking about Trader Joe and the trade pool farm and all that. So I'm in the farm section. I went into the farm and I found one, and the APR was a little bit higher than 66%. It was like, I think 88 or 90%, somewhere around there when I got into it 3 weeks ago. And this is a real world example. On it, I put in $3,500, and the value of what I have staked there is up slightly to 3,574. But what this is doing is it's got payouts, and I haven't actually harvested any of them. But when it's done, I've got it set up so I'll harvest them on a monthly basis so I can track it. But it's generated from this Joe AVAX liquidity pool, which means I took some crypto, converted it into AVAX, and then
people.
went, what?
Sorry.
And then went and got a combination of Joe and AVAX as an LP token, which you can do. That's the Zap feature here, where you can go convert into a liquidity pool pair. And then I staked it here, and by staking it, it's generating rewards on a daily basis, like what we were looking at with the time staking last week. But this is kind of a smaller interest rate, but it seems to be more, I don't know, kind of more stable. I mean, the price seems a little bit more stable there. And it's generated on the pair, it's generated $160 worth of Joe and $63 worth of AVAX. And when I harvest that, with this, I haven't harvested it yet, but Marcy, can I throw it back into the pool, or do I have to like take it out and use it somewhere else?
It goes straight into your MetaMask wallet
Okay.
when you harvest it. So it's the first time I did it, I was like, where did it go? And I thought it went somewhere. But
So,
yeah, it goes straight into your wallet.
Yeah, so with this on a $3,500 investment, it looks like it's generating about 250, 260 roughly a month by the time we get to the end of the month, which plus you still own the coins, and the coins are going up in value while you're in here as well. So that's kind of exciting to me, tracking that. Another one that was similar that I looked at was Donkey Finance, and I went in. I guess I'm not connected. I need to change my wallet, but the one.
Donkey Finance is not similar.
Well, okay, but at first look, it seems similar, and I'm not happy with what I invested in there. It's not really. Yeah. So what's the main difference then, Alex, between Donkey and, for instance, Trader Joe
Trader Joe's
on-
actually doing all the work, right? Where Donkey doesn't actually generate any money. They just have people who say, "Hey, here's a strategy. I'm sending my money to Trader Joe to make this much APY," and then a bunch of people can follow and do the same thing.
Yep.
And they just contribute their money into a pool that's doing a certain strategy. But Donkey Finance doesn't actually do any yield farming or any staking or any of that kind of stuff. They just coordinate funds and send them to specific spots.
So on this one, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I
Um,
was gonna say, can we show the tulip farm where I found that the one that we were talking about, Alex?
Do you want to show that? I don't know. Do I just, what's the, or I can go to URL.
Tulip.garden.
Why am I in all caps? There we go.
So
Sorry,
this
internet doesn't care what your
and then
capitalizations are.
launch app.
So, okay, so what is Tulip exactly then? As we jump
So
in here?
So Tulip is like Trader Joe, except for it is on the Solana network. So if you have Solana that you want to trade, like you can use it on this network to
Solana's yield aggregation homestead.
Thank you, Alex. And I found one the other day that was, what was the percentage, Alex? It was up here in the leverage farming.
It was like 3.4 billion%.
Yeah.
1.02.
1.02.
1.02 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
And how's that working out?
well, I didn't actually, Alex and I were supposed to play with it on Thanksgiving and we did not.
Did you actually go in on that one?
I did not.
Okay, okay.
Leverage
Interesting.
farming.
So basically each platform has
It's
their
down to
own,
725,000%.
Okay.
Would-
Just
where do I find that here, Alex?
Leverage farming top left.
hit leverage farming. There you go. It's that top one. 714,000. But that's with the leverage of 3.
So, can you explain a little bit about what leverage of 3 means when you go in on something like that? Because anytime it's leverage, that always worries me a little bit that I might lose my money. I mean, lose
No.
my whole investment.
You don't know what leverage means.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Basically, they're taking tokens, lending them and borrowing more tokens and lending those tokens to borrow more tokens and lending those tokens to borrow more tokens. I think is how this one works. I don't know that much about Tulip farming. Tulip, whatever. I don't know how this leverage works.
But
But
you
on
can
all-
take that number down, you can take it down to 1, so you have less, you're leveraged less. It decreases the percentage rate. But it's still, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you have
still,
the leverage borrows a pile of USDC and you have to pay borrowing interest on that.
yeah, it looks like 40%.
But on the other ones that you've talked about with leverage, you've told me about, Alex, every time it's leveraged, there always seems to be like a liquidation price. Where,
Oh yeah, because you're borrowing. Of course, it's going to be a liquidation price.
right, where at
They're
some
not just gonna
point,
give you free money.
but the liquidation price means if it hits, like we were looking at, what was it? Leveraging memo, right?
Mhm.
And if it drops to a certain point, you just lose it all or you have to pay it back. It's like a margin call, right? In the whole stock market world, where it drops to a certain point and you've got to come up with the money or lose it.
Yeah, I mean, you'll lose your collateral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did you guys hear the sad news in the crypto world?
I already showed everybody the price of Ice, George. We've
No,
had
there
in
was
Pops for
a
Finance.
crypto trading hamster
Oh no.
named Mr. Gox.
Oh no.
Horrible name
And
for a hamster.
Yeah, no, he pretty much It was a guy who set up a camera on his hamster cage. The hamster would walk around the cage, and different parts of the cages would do like buy or sell.
And he would buy or sell based off the hamster's behavior.
Yeah, it was actually
Seriously?
like programmed to buy and sell without his consent, and the hamster was actually making him money. Besides just the fact that it was he was streaming a hamster. But the hamster passed away this week.
Oh no, that's so bad.
So just moment of silence for this
For Gawk.
the first crypto hamster to make money.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh.
Wow.
Not like I know how to pick it any better though.
Well, that's the beauty of the hamster, was it was random.
Okay, so on that point of picking it better, does anybody have any big crypto wins this week they want to talk about? That something that went well for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, go ahead, Mom. Go ahead.
One of the things is to kind of figure out where the money is going, like what's the trend, what's going on trend. And so with all of the games that have been going to the moon, like Gala and Sandbox, and anything that's like a metaverse type game, I started looking into some stuff in the metaverse that were just penny stocks, and I came across Kart Racing League, and I just happened to play it just right, and I think I put about $80 in it, and it doubled in like by the time I checked back, it had doubled. And
Wait, what's the symbol for that one? Oh, there
right
it
there,
is.
Kart Racing
KRL.
League.
It is
Yeah,
KRL.
Kart Racing League. Yeah, so I got it in at like a penny or $1.27 or what 0.017, I think, and it doubled. Yeah, that's where I got it. There in somewhere. Anyway, that was kind of fun. Just finding something that's just hitting the market and throwing just a little bit of money at it. Just kind of a gamble, but I did look at if you go to the website, it's got some kind of fun graphics. It's sort of like an updated Mario Kart game, and so I bought the KRL, and then you can actually stake it, and I'm making 30% on it, which gives me more of the KRL tokens. And also some of these that are real young, they'll airdrop you stuff as well. So yeah.
They're like
This is a
bribing you
great
to stick
website.
around.
Yeah, and it's I mean, people are going to be buying NFTs on this site and stuff. So if you go up to the top and like go over to the KRL token. So this is where it's on Binance, I think. Yeah, anyway, I had some Matic that I'm pretty disappointed in, and so I just took some Matic and threw it at this. I think it was the Matic that I used. Anyway, yeah, so that was my big win this week. It was kind of fun.
I guess my two big ones was Gala and Crypto.com coin.
Oh, Crow?
Both of them. Yeah, Crow jumped up a bunch as well. Yeah, Crow. I don't know if you guys heard, but they bought the Staples Arena.
Yep.
Wait, they bought it or they bought sponsorship
bought-
on it?
The sponsorship.
They bought the sponsorship from Staples, so now it's the Crypto.com Arena. And their coin jumped a lot in the last few days, like week.
Up to
And it
almost
was
a
worth about
dollar.
Yeah. But I mean, I remember getting it for like 14 cents back in the day.
I got into that here a couple weeks ago, that one, and just
Yeah.
watched it grow.
So the cool thing on Crow is getting their Visa card, which is actually just a debit card, but there's some if you have the Crow and you can stake it, you can get some kind of fun bennies with their Visa card. Like, what do you get, George? Free Netflix,
Free Netflix,
Spotify?
free Spotify. I get pretty good. They give you better staking rates on like Bitcoin and other coins. So you can stake those coins at a higher rate than if you don't have the card.
And then there's
I
some
get like 3%
travel
cash
benefits.
back.
Yeah,
I get access to the travel lounge,
yeah,
the
that's it.
VIP travel lounge, which is kind of
Where?
cool. I don't know. I've yet to travel since
Never.
I've gotten this benefit. Apparently, all I need to do is flash the card and I get in.
So.
But you don't know where it is.
Yeah, I don't know. See,
It's
it's one of those I don't use. So yeah, the airport lounge. It just has a check mark. I don't know. I haven't been to an airport in forever. Ooh, maybe when we go to Mexico, Alex, I'll leave you all and I'll go to the airport lounge. and
George,
get a
I
drink.
have one too.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
you can leave Nana and Granddad.
I have the card, George.
Okay, I have another newbie question.
okay.
Just because I'm all like super hypersensitive on security and stuff. Do you guys move stuff from your MetaMask into like say a ledger just to get it off of here and into like cold storage?
You
Um,
can dump
no.
it there,
Or
No.
or use your MetaMask.
I just like
through
say
your
keep
ledger.
hearing Mike, shut it. I keep hearing MetaMask horror stories.
Yeah, I should probably get a ledger. That's something I've been thinking about doing.
If you're gonna have like a lot of money, I would think you would want to get it off. And just
Well, a
know-
hard wallet isn't. It's not off the blockchain. It's not off. It's not like it's off the internet.
It's just a secure way of storing your private keys.
Yeah,
Okay.
all it does is secure the like 12-word phrase that is your wallet.
But isn't it easier to hack into a MetaMask than it is into a ledger?
No.
Yeah, I think, George. I don't know how it all works, but yeah, it should be.
Your wallet is not online, so you
Yeah.
cannot hack it if it's not online.
Yeah.
Yeah. The point is you put it on that USB drive basically, and you throw it in your safe or safe deposit box or whatever. And yeah, it's
Never
offline and you can't, people can't hack it at that point, where MetaMask is storing your information somewhere, or any
Yeah.
wallet, Coinbase or whoever, and it is storing it somewhere, and anywhere that's on the internet can be hacked. There's nothing truly hack proof there. So the whole point is there's less risk, but
All right. You can
Right.
decrease your risk by just getting KeyPass and then generating like 30-character passwords.
right.
That's really good.
I saw a couple of threads on Reddit because we're just wondering how or if that's even possible. And it sounded like there is some easy way to essentially link your MetaMask through your ledger. Again, I don't understand how that works because like in the aspect of staking time, well, how do you get your rewards? But apparently they're there according to Reddit. So
Let's say if you can get the word phrase from your ledger, then you could easily just link it to MetaMask.
yeah, supposedly it's almost your MetaMask becomes more secure than even your ledger at that point because it's double locked essentially somehow. So more research I have to do on it, but
Yeah.
it sounds like that there's a good thing there that you could possibly do.
Yep. So how about an update on time staking? Alex, what are you thinking since we talked about time last week?
One of those things I just choose to forget about. Less
Yeah,
I
if you
think
worry about
the
it every
better.
week, you'll get a headache.
Well,
I just let it sit there.
The cool thing though that they did in the last week was they added their little calculator down here. Last week we showed that calculator in Google Docs that had come from them, but now they added the little calculator on the site that says based off of that, you have the slider down here and you can calculate how many days until a Lambo.
Yeah.
And right there, it's just somewhere around 90 some days, and then so we don't have to use that spreadsheet. So that's kind of cool. But I think overall with
The
this,
number
the
of days
time,
has gone up.
yeah, because the time price went down a little bit. So when the market dumped on Thanksgiving night, time dropped at that point as well. So everything
Backing
went
per
down.
time went up. It's over 2,000 now.
Yeah, that was floating around 1600. That is really interesting. And then the runway is a little bit longer than it was before
Yeah.
as well, too.
Yeah,
So-
that backing per time is all generated by what they're doing with the treasury, all the
Yeah.
different places they're farming all that money.
Yep.
So the higher the number, the better for the backing per time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty much
But-
the lowest point time can go to.
Yeah, the backing can also go down. So
Yeah.
there's no guarantee that that is what your time
But-
is.
I think the backing can only go down when the treasury loses money. I think the only way the treasury can lose money is if the price of time drops below that backing number. Because then they start using the treasury to buy back time to jack the price back up to 2,000.
Got it.
Yeah, that's the theory behind it, at least. And then the other thing, well, so this one, even though the time price went down a little bit, what's interesting is if you look in their documentation, I started kind of thinking the same thing, is eventually why does the price of time become irrelevant in the long term? Well, I mean, if you look at the way the interest rate works, and if they can keep it at about or just short of 2% compounded daily, your balance of time over a year will be up. I mean, if all that happens, it would be up over 1,000 times what your initial investment was in the number of time. And if that's up 1,000 times, but time price drops from 7,500 or whatever it is now down to, let's say 2,000, it's still 1,000 times 2,000 rather than 1 times 7 or 8 or 9 or wherever we got in at there. So I think the whole compound interest, the way they're doing it is just insane and incredible. But so even if that price changes to 2,000 or, well, if we go look at the calculator, they have that option, don't they? Time price at purchase, time price, future time. If we just put in 2,000 there,
$10.
I mean, sure, it could go to $10, but that just changes. I mean, eventually, like looking at the Lambo calculator down here, instead of 90 days, I'm looking at 160 days. So, or 160, or it is 170 days. So it's like a 2.5 month difference based off the time price. So I'm not panicking on the time price yet.
What color Lambo?
Well,
Yellow.
Alex and George and I were talking about that. We'd have to get different colors so we know whose is whose. Yeah, we're not exactly Lambo people, Mike, but it's just the calculator.
I think
How-
it needs
how-
to be yacht, potential number of yachts.
I was just gonna say, or how long is your boat?
Yeah.
Right. So we need like 12 Lambos per yacht or something like that. Yeah, depending on the boat. So, all right then. I think George. So the thing we bought this week. So last week, obviously, anybody who was on the call remembers being shamed for not going into Gala early. I was, and then an opportunity came up this week where George had access to a new node in the Gala system, and I went on halves on it with him. And what exactly is this thing we bought, George?
Sorry, I'm playing Kart Racing League. This game's hard. It's like the original like N64 Mario Kart right now. Anyway, it's Townstar node, so it works pretty much the same way my other node did. Oh, God. Except for
so to
it gives us
explain,
town.
so from my perspective, what I see is you've bought the rights to use this thing, and then we
Software
set up a
license.
computer. Yeah, it's a software license. We set up a computer that it runs on, and we've actually got 2 of them. So if one of them goes down, it keeps going. And
One's Linux, one's Windows.
and it just runs and generates town coin every day.
Down. So pretty much it helps. It actually helps run the Townstar game. And in doing that, they give us payouts.
And Townstar, is that the one you showed last week where you dropped in your little
Yeah.
waterworks thing?
A little water dude.
So by helping run the game on a computer that we're providing, that has a payout of town coin every day. And the question is,
Yeah.
will it be a worthwhile investment or not?
Here, I can open up my node too. So, am I sharing?
Yep,
Yes.
you're sharing.
So
Oh,
theoretically,
there's-
essentially it's just a mining
Come on,
mining
open.
coin kind of.
Well,
Yeah, but it's more. It's not using any resources really. It's
That's
proof
the
of
thing.
stake.
That's the thing that's throwing me off, is that when we were doing the mining, we had all those GPUs running on all those computers that were generating so much heat. But with this, it's not a very powerful computer at all, and it doesn't even have a graphics card in it of what's doing the node.
It's proof of stake instead of proof of work.
Yeah.
Different algorithms.
But so it just has to have a certain number of computers on the network that are then
Like chit-chatting.
chit-chatting and agreeing on the ledger without all the heavy lifting that the GPUs would have had to do.
Storing the ledgers. But
Yeah. So, like I can see, I have both of them still running. There are going to be some resources that it's going to need in the future. So that's why I have like, this is how much I'm currently giving.
So
I can manage how many, like which ones are on which computer. I also get a vote on their network with my original node. So that's a kind of DAO kind of thing going on, is every person that owns a founder's node gets a vote on the decisions the company does.
I didn't even go finish.
Yeah, some people are crazy at Kurt recently, kind of Alex.
I don't know how. Okay, I got pretty good my third lap.
okay. All right, but the point is, we've got this thing that's running that's part of the Townstar game, and we bought it, and it pays back a dividend daily, and we hope that it will make money, but it's yet to be seen. First couple days look okay.
Well, yeah, we got like 115 yesterday, but then 49 today. I don't know what's going on. Seems
And what
really
is-
sporadic?
Yeah, so what is Town trading at? Is that, it was like what, $1.30 or something?
Yeah, $1.40.
Okay, so generating 80 to 200 a day, fluctuating ish, sort of,
Yeah,
or maybe 60 to 200 a day, depending on what's going on there.
yeah.
So, as in dollars. So that's one
Yeah.
we'll follow. We'll check back on and repeat, or see how it goes and determine if it's a good thing. All right, OpenSea, where are you going with this, George?
Oh, I was just gonna look at some
Mutant API Club.
horrendous NFTs.
Mutant API Club.
Alex, I don't care about the Mutant Ape Yacht Club.
Okay.
Recently sold. I mean, there's some of these that are going, like this one originally sold for like a couple $100 and now it's 0.75 ETH.
Nice.
These things I got for $200 and they're selling for 1,000 almost.
So our node could be the same way, where
Yeah.
you bought it for one price and it could go for far more eventually.
Yep.
All right, cool. Hey, so how about
Oh, dang,
Discord?
This
So
is up crazy amounts. I'll stop
because
sharing.
okay,
Hey.
so because Facebook's out there trying to rule the world and take everybody's information and everything, we've set up Discord, which I don't know if anybody uses Discord, but it's kind of a an alternate to being able to communicate with people versus like Twitter or Facebook or those kind of things. And we've got oh, there it is. Alex just sent an invite in the chat window. If you use Discord, use that link to join into, is that the main group, Alex?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So there's some great chit chat in there, and there's some not so great chit chat that goes on.
There's lots of great chit chat. There's no bad chit chat. It's all great.
Yep. All right then. Anybody else have anything to cover this week, or are we? I guess any questions?
One Lambo.
George, we showed you the calculator. Come on.
Okay, sorry. My bad.
So back to Tracy's questions on security, and all that. I mean, it's you've got to keep on it every day and make sure that whatever you're doing is not getting sloppy. And I think that making sure that you've got all your key phrases stored for all your wallets somewhere safe, somewhere that maybe even if like your house burnt down, that you'd still have access to it somewhere. Making sure that if that everything is protected, making sure that people aren't able to get into your computer and get access to these kind of things. I think most of the hacking I hear about out there is, or most of the hackers are fairly lazy. So if you can just be a little bit more secure than the people next to you, it's easier to hack them than it is to hack you. So just be vigilant on all of your security practices and make sure that you're in a good position if you are attacked to be able to get things back, whether that's your hardware wallet or backing up those passphrases somewhere offsite, not in the cloud, but like physical storage. Just good things to do.
I got my tattoo appointment next week.
Nice for your MetaMask key phrase. You just got to put it somewhere that people aren't going to see it when you're out and about.
I just need Mike's help in reading it.
Oh, very nice.
Just jokes.
You're like, oh, I should have had him tattoo it backwards.
Or upside down. Sorry. Do you mind?
All right. Well, we're still working on the whole factor of this, the whole format of this, and I think that we're kind of all over the place, but it seems to be good information, and we'll try and do this again, assuming we can get everyone to participate.
Well, we certainly enjoy it because when we talk about it, well, we don't have a lot of people to talk about it, and then it came up Thanksgiving, and some people just think we're crazy, but that's all right.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of disbelievers, or maybe they just don't know yet.
Yeah.
And it's like, put your money in mutual funds, it'll be good.
Those of little faith.
Yeah, those of little faith, exactly. Yep. All right.
Cool.
Any other questions before we wrap it up?
I'm good.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great
All right.
week.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the weekend.
Yep. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.